Hi ADHD Simplifiers. I wanted to show you how to use our community using the Skool platform. It's really easy. First, let's talk about our clear end goal, because if we have a focus on what our goal is in this community, it'll make our journey so much easier and clearer. The goal of this community is to empower moms with ADHD to embrace ADHD for a joyful and peaceful life at home. Now that we have that clarified, let's talk about how to use our community. First, download the app. You can download it on your iOS or Android devices, and I will provide you with these links that you can get. But when you download it on your phone, it'll look like this. As you can see, it's easy to navigate and it will be intuitive. That's what I like about Skool. And you can have our community in your pocket anytime you have a question or anytime you want to just share your challenges or you want support. You can go ahead and take out your phone and ask us questions. We'll be here to support you. And then I would also recommend to turn off notifications on the Skool platform if that is something that would distract you. Here's how to do that. When you go to our ADHD Simplifiers community, you click right here where your profile is and then go to settings. When you go to the notification tab, you go to the group notification and you can change that to never, and you can change everything to never or don't notify me. I hope you will keep yes for the admin announcements, because I do have announcements that might be important for you. You can keep that as yes, but of course I respect if you want to keep that as no. Event reminders, if you are trying to follow some of the events and want to remember when events are, keep that. As you know, ADHD people are time blind and we forget what day or time it is during the day most of the time without reminders, and that's okay. That's why there's a reminder here. So you can click save once you do that, so that it's a much more simpler process for you when you're using the phone app of Skool. Now, let's talk about posting. How do you post on Skool? Let me go ahead and show you here. When you go to our Skool over here, when you go write something, you click on that and you put a title like hello or introduction, and then you write something here. Hello, I'm Katherine. And then what you do is you select a category as well. We have just a few simplified categories. Questions, if you have questions. If you want to share something about your ADHD journey or coping strategies or tips or resources, I welcome resources from other places as well, so we can validate them and review them and make sure they're credible sources as well. We can do that together. You can introduce yourself here. I provide updates, so this is something you don't have to worry about because admins for this community will provide the updates and requests. If you have a request for a resource or a feature in this community that we don't have, please go ahead and put that in and we'll consider it and figure out how to get that for you. Also, you can add a link. So let's say you wanted to link a resource. This is my website here, for example, and you just click or add the URL and click link. Now it's blue. So when you post it, anyone can go to that link easily. And of course, you can attach things and have video, polls, action items, or emoji or GIF. And then you just click post. So that's how you post. Very easy. Now let's talk about direct messaging or DMs. This is what I mean about DMs. When you go to our Skool community, right here, where it says chats, that's where you're going to find direct messages. For example, if you're chatting with me, here's one of our members, Jason Frey, and using you as an example, I sent you a DM that says, hi Jason, welcome to ADHD Simplifiers, and I show you how to start there. So Jason can message me back, or I can keep on DMing him. That's how you chat. Also, you have notifications here so that when you have notifications from this community, then you'll see it here in red. And when you have chats here too, you'll see it in red. So that's what I mean about DM. So make sure to check here. If you ever need to DM me or direct message me about something that you did not want to post here in the community, I completely understand. Go ahead and DM me. I want you to know that this is a safe community. Your post or your comment can help someone if it's a resource or even whatever challenge you're going through. It might help someone. That's why I invite you and encourage you to post it. But I completely understand if it's something private that you're not yet ready to share, then go ahead and direct message me and I will be there for you. So let's talk about the calendar as well. So when we go to our community and you go to the calendar, you'll see that our calendar can look like this. Or if you press this list right here, it can switch to looking like this. I put together several weekly and monthly live events. So one coming up is our morning hot beverage meetup. So when you click on that, it'll give you a description. Join me via Zoom, no agenda, simply ADHDers hanging out. Supporters of ADHD, welcome. Bring your hot beverage or coffee or hot chocolate. For most people with ADHD, finding like-minded people is hard. So here's your chance to find us. Come once or every week. See you soon. That is the Zoom link and you can join. It's every Thursday, 9:30 to 10 a.m., about 30 minutes. I know we're very busy, so I try to limit the time around 30 minutes. But if ever that needs to go over, of course, when we're having fun, we can go over and we'll just talk and chit chat. I'd love to learn more about you. And you can add it to your calendar right here, either your Google Calendar, Apple, Outlook, Outlook.com, or Yahoo. That's how you do it. Whichever event you want to go to, you can do that. Our focus session right here. This focus session is our version of the buddy system. Having another person present in person or online can increase your chances of completing a task. That's actually scientifically proven. So inch by inch, 30 minutes at a time, we're going to get closer to completing our task. So win-win! And that's going to be every Wednesday from 1 to 1:30 p.m. I picked 1 o'clock because that's around the time that I'm starting to lose my focus and I need a buddy to help me complete my task. These times will change, of course, as we evolve, but we'll have that for now. And then we will also have a chaos coordinator support time. This is a once a month, one-of-a-kind technique for getting organized. I'll share tips and mindset shifts about what organized means for me. This is a 30-minute session to organize your one thing, one desk, one drawer, one closet, one room. Pick one and get ready to organize once you hop on Zoom. Since we talked about the calendar, I wanted to emphasize community. I just added this to our agenda here. I wanted to mention that our community here is different from social media. It's not about posting content. It's about interactions being encouraged. But no one will be forced to share anything that they're not comfortable with. This is a safe and non-judgmental space. So please keep that in mind. But if ever there's something that you want to share but don't feel like sharing to everyone in our community, I want you to know that you have another safe place, which is you can DM me, direct message me, and I'll send you a link to book a 30-minute Zoom session with me. I want to make sure that you know you have options in sharing your challenges and your difficulty. And in fact, a lot of members already DM me and talk to me that way or reach out to me. And if you want a Zoom meeting where you can see my face and talk, we can do that as well. I can send you the link to my Zoom invite so we can chat. Want to make sure I mention that. And then now let's go ahead and talk about classroom. Classroom is this tab right here. When you press Classroom, you can see our resources are here. You can start here where you can unlock everything. You can learn how to maximize your use of our community. And this video will be in this tab right here. And then resources. And we also have upgrade your account. If you want more one-on-one with me, you can do that as well. But let's go ahead and talk about these free resources. So as you can see, we have our starter toolkit that you can look at. We have videos about ADHD. My team and I put a comprehensive list of all the TEDx talks about ADHD, all 79 of them as of December 2023. And there's a screenshot of that. And what you could do is you can just go ahead and click this comprehensive TEDx talks on ADHD. When you click that, then it'll show you our spreadsheet where there's a title, there's the link and description and the date. I organize this according to a chronological order, except mine is at the top. I have no shame in promoting myself. And so when you click on that link, it will go ahead and take you directly to the YouTube channel. You can go ahead and watch all of those videos right here, all 79 of them. And you can search, control find. That's how you can search as well for any ADHD video that you're specifically looking for. And we will update that as we go along. And then we have scientific updates, which I will update as we go along as well. And then inspirational quotes that hopefully can inspire you. And again, the resources are there. Coping strategies right here. And you can download those coping strategies as well. So that's our classroom where all the free resources. I'm going to try to simplify the resources and tools. I'll curate them, make sure that they are simple and reliable. So you can take a look at those as well. And when you complete them, you can just press mark as done. So when you go back to the classroom, it'll show that you've completed it. And it also helps me know what resources people are using and find helpful. So please go ahead and click on mark as complete and then send a post over here and let me know what you think of the resource you're using and how it is helping you. Again, your post can help someone else that is having a similar challenge, similar journey as you. So after you complete any of the lessons in the classroom or use any of the resources, please let us know what your thoughts are and what other resource you'd like us to add. So that's the classroom. And then let's talk about leaderboards. This is the gamification of our community platforms. As you likely know, ADHD brain likes to be motivated. And one way to motivate that is by having games and prizes and instant gratification, so to speak. So you get notified for leveling up and it's automatic. You can check your DM when you level up and it'll look like this where it says unlocked. You unlocked a new course or you reached level 3. So when you go right here and you go to the leaderboard, it will show you what your level is and what level have you unlocked. So after you reach level 3, you're a positivity uplifter. You get to unlock 15 minutes of one-on-one Zoom with me. And when you click on that, then it'll show you that it's unlocked and you can pick a date and time here to connect with me. You can use it anytime. Again, no one is forced to do that once you reach level 3. It's just an option for you if you'd like to connect. And I always want to learn more about you. So there you go, and up to level 9. And then we see our leaderboard for the past 7 days, 30 days, and leaderboard of all time. And you level up by liking or commenting or posting. So the more you engage in the community, you get leveled up. And if you want to know what those levels are, here you see 48 points to level up to level 5. And when you go click on this question mark right here, it'll show you earn points when other members like your posts or comments. 1 like equals 1 point. This encourages users to produce quality content and interact with other members in their community. So as you gain points, you level up. And these are the points for each of the level. This is a setting by the Skool platform. I have no control over this. So this is just how you level up, just FYI. So there you go. And there will be prices as we go along and some extra stuff. And we will put that over here. My team and I will put those prices as we go along. Hopefully this motivates you and encourages you to make this community, again, a community where we interact with each other. It's hard to find people with ADHD that are like-minded. And I hope this community can do that for you. I need your help in doing that and encouraging others to interact and feel safe that this is not a judgmental place and people can share positively. So that's our leaderboard. And accountability to our ADHD brains. That's just here. What that means is that our classrooms, our posting, our DMs, our calendar, our community, and our leaderboard can hopefully help all of us be accountable for what we're doing, because we're all in this together in our journey. As a thriving ADHD mom for the last 2 decades, I've been researching and going to therapy. If you've heard my TEDx talk, I've been going to therapy once a week for the past 20 years or so. So I've learned so much, and I want to go ahead and share that with you. So I appreciate you for being part of this community. If you have any other questions on how to use our community or would like to make any requests, please feel free to post that here in our community tab. Write something, ask your questions. Other people with ADHD, our ADHD Simplifiers community members, might be able to answer your questions as well. I know I don't know everything, and it's always helpful to get joint feedback, and together we can simplify ADHD. That's why this community is called ADHD Simplifiers. So I look forward to learning more about you and your journey and connecting with you through this community. Thank you. Have a phenomenal day. Bye.